Hello everyone. So today we are going to be discuss on the second part of bank statements. In the previous part, we have discussed what is bank statement and how two parties are involved and what are the real business transactions. And so in sometimes we have seen that like balances are not matched between the company in books of accounts and the bank books of accounts, right? So in that case, we have seen we need to be prepare the bank reconciliation statements to clarify that what is the reasons why it's not matching, right? So we have seen all these things, and little bit we have seen about in SAP that how we do process this EBS in SAP. But this is the detailed session. We'll see what is the configuration and how we do process this EBS in SAP. So let's start. So first, I'll say that we need to be understand the banking concepts, right? We have a sub-module banking, right? In that we create the house banks, bank accounts, and other details. We'll see everything here. So first, I want to be explain about the GLs. How do we manage these banking GLs in SAP? So in simple words, if I'll say, so we have one bank account, right? Suppose I have opened a bank account in HDFC Bank. So I need one GL, right? That is one GL, and that is HDFC Bank account. And in other applications might be, but in SAP we do manage differently these processes. How do we manage? For one bank, we do create three GL accounts. Even in last videos also we have seen these, right? So what GLs we do create? We create like incoming bank account, outgoing bank account, and main bank account. So it doesn't mean that we have opened the different bank accounts in SDFC, right? Different accounts in SDFC. We have only one account. Suppose we have opened one current account and the current account number is something like that, right? So we have only one bank account, but we have created three different GLs in SAP to manage this. Why do we do like that? Because to make the clarity in SAP, I will see. So let's take one business case. So what happens? You can see here incoming and outgoing. So whenever funds will go, right? So we'll use this outgoing, and whenever funds will come, we'll use this incoming. So in case of vendor, suppose I paid something to vendor, right? So what accounting entry would be? So accounting entry would be vendor account debit to outgoing bank account. Okay. So now I've just uh, posted these entries in outgoing bank accounts because fund is going, right? So now I can go into an FBL 3N and I can check. I can run this outgoing bank account, so I can see easily what are the outgoing funds, right? So easily I can track all these transactions. So what will happens after that? Suppose I just pay check, or I just did electronic transfer to some vendor, right? So later on it will also reflect in books of accounts of bank, right? So once it's reflect in books of accounts, after some time, right, I will get the bank statement from bank, right? From bank. So suppose I got this bank statement from bank, then what would happen? I'll just knock off this outgoing account. So what would be the accounting entry? I will just debit this outgoing bank account and I will credit the main bank account, right? So at the end, what is the accounting entry? Vendor debit to main account, right? So whenever transactions uh, happen in the bank ledgers, right, then we'll transfer this outgoing to main account. So it happens when we receive the bank statements from bank, right, and we process these in SAP through electronic or manually. So at that time we do post these entry outgoing bank account debit to main bank account. So this is the concept, right? So from outgoing laser, we can track all outgoing entries, right? And in similar way, from incoming bank laser, we can track all incoming entries. And from main laser, it will always, whatever the balance we can see here, it always equal to bank ledger, right? Whatever the balance showing in bank ledgers, in bank books of accounts, right? So in similar way I can get the balances here, because whenever we transfer in main bank account, so it happens based on the bank confirmations, right, or based on the bank statements. Once we ensure that bank has booked these transactions in their books of accounts, then only will transfer from incoming to main or outgoing to main account. So this is the process. in SAP. And at the end, what will happen if you will see outgoing bank account, right? So if there is balance zero, it means nothing is pending, right? Whatever transaction I have posted, that is also has been posted by the bank, so it is zero. If suppose there is some balances, right? So what does that mean? I have posted something, but it has not posted by the bank, right, in their books of accounts. So that's why there is a balance. Because see here, once I'm crediting this, so it will be debit, right, once I get the bank statement, like that. In similar way, case 2 for incoming. So incoming to customer, once I get the bank statement, I will transfer from main account to incoming, right? And suppose in case of bank charges, right, so even I have not posted any single entry in my books of accounts, because I'm not sure, I don't know that either bank has posted something, charged something, right? So when I got the bank statement and I found that bank has charged something, so I can create a accounting entry, bank charges to main account, right? So because it's reduced that balances in my account. So this is the concept in SAP, that how we do create three GLs and how we manage this. I think it's clear now, right? Okay. Now we'll talk about the electronic bank statement, right? This is even very important topic for business. So like in the big companies, we have a number of bank accounts, and in day-to-day business we get a lot of transactions with the bank, right? And we have multiple banks, right? Suppose I have 20 banks, and you can imagine, right, what is the like volume of the transactions. A lot of transactions are there. If I'll do it manually, I'll just get the statement from bank, and I'll try to figure out what are the differences, and I'll try to post the accounting entries, like from incoming to I'm transferring to main account, and from outgoing I'm transferring to main account, and some bank charges or some other entries, right? So it will take time, right? So now in SAP we have this EBS feature, so it will be automatically happen. So it will like reduce the efforts, manpower efforts, right? So it is very easy in processing. So we can upload it manually, we can do the automation, or we'll see both the things. So now we understood. Okay, so what is EBS? So basically this is the electronic bank statement. Suppose I have bank statement in hard copy, right? So it is a bank statement. If I am getting it electronically, so that is called the electronic bank statement. And so I should get this from the bank through automation, or might be if I have the bank server access, so I can download from there. So it's like depends how bank has set up their infrastructure. Okay, so again, so once I'll get this bank statement from bank, so now my responsibility is to process this in SAP, right? We'll see the process. What is the business process? So suppose bank has created this EBS, and see this EBS is not like in PDF file, so it should be in some text file, CSV file, which can be supported by the SAP, and we can upload, and system can read the data, and system can generate the accounting entries. Okay, so suppose there is a bank, and bank will send us EBS to customers. Once I'll get the EBS, it will comes to SAP. Okay, there should be some interface, and once we'll get the SAP, so our work is to upload the statement. And what is the output? At the end, we knows output is accounting entries. Okay, so now it's simple. What is the output? And accounting entries, right? So what we want to achieve, we just want to achieve the accounting entries. If we can post the all the required accounting entries in SAP, so that is enough for us, right? So how we can post? So we can post it manually. We can just take the EBS, and we can figure out what are the differences there, right? And we can post accounting entry manually, but it will take time, right? So what I can do to reduce my time or my efforts, so I can automate this, right? So in SAP, we have this EBS configuration. If I am using this functionality, it will be easy for me. Bank will send some EBS for a bank statement, electronic bank statement in any format, CSV, text file. In most of the cases, is TXT or CSV. So once I'll get it, I'll upload it, and system will take care everything, and system will just generate the accounting entries. So now it's very easy, right? but how system can generate the correct accounting entries, how system know that I need to be debit this bank charges GL, how system know that system need to be debit this incoming main account outgoing, a lot of accounting entries are there, right? So that is part of configuration. Now we are going to be discuss on this configuration, how system decide that what should be the accounting entries system need to post, right? So come on configuration. So I'm just referring one document, right? So from there I'll try to be explain you. Okay, let's start. So see here, this is the EBS document, and we can see the process flow. So like this is the bank, and from bank statement is coming, it could be any format, right? So we are just taking an example, it is MT940 format, it is very popular. And it comes to customer, or once it comes to customer in a SAP, we'll use a T code and we can upload in system. Okay, if it's uploaded, then what will happen? So we can see the accounting entries, that's it. Okay, it is very easy, simple process, right? We just need to be take the statement, we need to be upload, and system will post the accounting entries, our work is finished. But that is the main challenge, how system can post the correct accounting entries. So now we'll try to understand. So this is the basically configurations SAP has given, so we can just follow these configuration steps. Once it's done, system will take care everything. Okay, so it comes under like it is a prerequisites, and it's come under banking part. So we also need to create the house bank in detail. We'll discuss in some other video about the house bank accounts, but this is a requirement, right? Suppose I'm saying I have an account in HDFC bank, so I need to be create one house bank, I need to be create the bank accounts, right? In bank accounts I'll give the bank keys, bank account number and address, and the GL accounts, right? All these details I need to be maintained. Okay, suppose I'm assuming that everything is done. Now I'm just coming on the electronic bank statement. So it is very simple for us. Like, if we'll think it is a complicated thing, how system generate accounting entries, correct accounting entries, but we have the like configuration steps, we just need to follow that, that's it. So I'll try to explain you that how this configuration steps works, how system can identify how system need to post what accounting entries, right? So see here, there are these steps. You can execute T code 8080 OT83, or otherwise you can go through SPRO path. Once you there, you can see these steps: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? Approx 6 7 steps. So first step is we need to be create the accounting symbol. Okay, so we can create the accounting symbol. Okay, just try to understand what we are trying to achieve by doing all these configuration. Only one thing, that is accounting entry. And what we have in accounting entry, some GL is debit, some GL is credit, that's it, nothing else. Some posting key, some posting key debit, some posting key is credit. So it means all after all this configuration, system can post a accounting entries. Okay, just keep these statement in your mind, it will make easy to understand. Okay, so it is very simple, I can just tell to system, okay, debit this account, credit this account, so it will be easy for me. Okay, yeah, that could be possible. But what happens? Suppose I have 100 bank accounts, right? I have 100 bank accounts, and in 100 bank accounts, I have the different GLs, definitely, right? I want to post in different incoming accounts, different outgoing bank accounts, right? If I'll just multiply 100 into 3, so I have 300 GL accounts, right? If I'll trying to give to the system that please debit this, credit this, debit this, credit this, if like the statement related to HDFC Bank, just debit this HDFC GL account and create this HDFC GL account. But it will create a lot of rules. So to reduce the rules, we have just created the accounting symbols. Okay, now you will say we have the accounting symbol, but at the end we need to be debit or credit to some GL accounts, right? So this is the second step. We'll assign these accounting symbol to the GL account. Let's see. So okay, these are the accounting symbol we have created, like main account and receive or outgoing. Like in similar, we have created the three GL accounts, right? So it's done. Now we need second task is we need to be assign this accounting symbol to GL account. Okay, Now you will say, okay, I am assigning this GL account, right? So why I do need this accounting symbol? I can direct tell to system, debit this, credit this. Again, as I mentioned, suppose I have the 100 bank accounts, so it means I need to be create like 300 or more than 300 rules, right? So it is not possible to create here, right? It will be complicated thing. So that's why we use something that's called masking, right? I think in this example they didn't mention here, but I can explain you. So what we'll do, we'll just whenever we'll assign this accounting symbol to a GL account, so we don't mention the complete GL account number. We'll take like plus plus plus. This is plus 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 called masking, and what we try to do, we try to create the GL account. Suppose there is a incoming GL accounts, outgoing GL accounts, right, for different bank like HDFC Bank and SBI Bank. I'll try to keep the last two digit, three digits, right, same. Like always it will be 020202, 03 or 03, something like that. So now suppose I am posting processing a statement of HDFC Bank, system will post in a correct GL account based on masking. But by using this masking process, I just reduced my rules. Are you understanding? So I don't need to be create like multiple rules. I'll just created one rule. Suppose I'm just coming here again. I want to post this accounting entry, this outgoing bank account debit to main account, right? Now I am saying it could be possible this is HDFC Bank, it could be possible it is SBI Bank, it could be possible it is ICICI Bank or some other bank, right? So in this case I have three GL accounts, right? And if I'll give to system these GL accounts, then I need to be create six rules, but I don't want to create six rules. That's why what I am saying, we just create the accounting symbols, right? Accounting symbol is always same, like I just mentioned, just for an example, outgoing, right? Okay. And now GL accounts always will be, suppose this 01. Okay. Now second GLs I'll create this 130001. And if you will see in this format, what will happen, last digit always is same, right? 0101. So I'll do masking. I'll just try to, let me show you, I'll mention like that. Okay, I'll mention like that, this in, I'll assign this accounting symbol to this one. If I'll assign complete GL, I need to be assigned multiple GLs, and then in that case it will be multiple rules. I don't want to do that. So in accounting symbol, I've assigned one like plus 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 01, and in second accounting symbol I assigned this plus 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 02, something like that. Okay, yeah, you can see in the system it happens like that. So that's why we use this masking here. Okay, this is very important. Now okay, we have the GL accounts. We tell system that in which case, like what is the situation, like you need to be create a debit the it is outgoing, it is incoming, it is main, it is bank charge, right? So whatever the uh, business process or transaction is, accordingly you can use this GL accounts to post and create the accounting entry. Okay, now system will ask how I can create accounting entry. Now I have only two things, symbol and GLs. Okay, now I am uh, giving system some posting rule, right? Posting rule, anyhow I need to be give, I need to tell to system, okay, debit this, credit this, debit this, credit this. So this is the posting rules. Okay, and if I'll click some posting rules, so I'll get a complete accounting entry. Oh, what should be debit, what should be credit, let me show you. If see here, this is a posting rule. If we double click something, you can see the complete accounting entry, right? See here, I'll create posting, create keys, then I'll create the posting rule. So posting rule is very main thing. So I just tell to system, okay, debit this 40 means debit this main account, and credit this, it is something clearing posting, right? So that's why I didn't mention here 50. So it is something clearing process. But okay, take an example. Suppose I am creating a posting rule. I'll tell to system, debit 40, what else should debit, debit the bank charge. Okay, in case of bank charge, okay, I can debit this, and credit the main bank account. Okay, I'll credit the Main bank account. This is the posting rule for in case of bank charges. I tell to system, right? In some cases I have already have open item in SAP, right? So I want to clear that open item. That's why in some cases I don't mention here this 50 anyways. So now this is the posting rule. Okay, now system will say, okay, I can generate this accounting entries because you have given me this key 40 50, and you have given me this accounting symbol, but you don't given me this GL account. I want to be credit to GL account. We'll say to system, okay, we have already assigned, right? In some step, in second step, we assign accounting symbol to GL account. Take this GL account from there. Okay, system will go there and system will take this GL account, and system will take suppose this GL account, and system will generate the accounting entries based on the posting rule. Okay, now it looks easy. And in whenever I will generate accounting entry, we need to be selected document type, right? So from document type, system and take from here, and this is the posting type, right? So we have one two three four, like which kind of posting you are trying to, which kind of transaction you are trying to post. It is a clearing with entry, it is not a clearing, it is a GL posting, right? In this case this is kind of a GL posting. I have given debit and credit both things in the posting rule. So like that we can post. Okay, now, okay, this is done, suppose, right? This is the posting rules. Now I am coming on the transaction type, right? So this is very important, transaction type. So I need to be create the transaction type. So suppose some, we understood that some data is coming, right? Some data is coming from bank, like EBS is coming from bank, and this is a file. Okay, how system get to know that which posting rule need to be trigger? So in each statement we have some transaction type that is called external transaction type, right? External transaction type means like bank, how bank is defining each transactions. So see here, so we have some transaction, right? Some transaction is bank charges, one transaction. One transaction is payment, right? One transaction is payment received, something like that. So these are the transactions. So how bank is identifying in their system that this is a bank charge? Suppose we have some called BTC code, right? And business transaction code. So suppose bank always says, okay, whenever like bank charge means like 120. So when you will get the statement, in statement you will get this transaction code 120, and you will get the amount of 2000. So it means whenever there is a 120, it means it is a bank charge. We understood, but this is a external transaction type. It is not in my system, it is in bank system. That how you need to understand the external transaction type, and then you need to be hit a posting rule. If suppose there is a bank charge, system now understand from external transaction type, and then this is a bank charge, then system will hit a posting rule of bank charge. And now in posting rules we have given everything, posting key, debit GL, credit GL, and system will create accounting entries. And at the end, what we are trying to achieve, only accounting entry, right? So in that way it works. Let me comes here, and this is, see here, external transactions code. Now see here, external transactions code. These are external transactions code 71 71, and this is the posting rules, right? And what will happens, suppose I'll get a statement. In a statement I have this external transaction type. When system will process in SAP, system will read first external transaction type, system will come here, and system will check the posting rule. Then system will go into the previous configuration in posting rule. System will check, okay, in posting rule how they mention what should be debit, what should be credit. System will take this debit credit, and system will go into accounting symbol. Now now system will say, okay, I need GL accounts to post accounting entry, not accounting symbol. Yes, so system will read accounting symbol from here, and later system will check how they have assigned GLs with the accounting symbols, right? So okay, so this accounting symbol is assigned with this GL account. Okay, system will take this GL account and generate a accounting entries. And in posting rule we have given like what should be debit, what should be credit. So in that way, this is like a configuration, and what I explained, this is kind of a background how system read everything. And at the end, what we have done, we have just created a accounting entry. So and definitely we need to be assign these bank accounts to the bank accounts, right, to bank keys. This is also configuration part, see here. So we need to do that. So this is an example of the electronic bank statement, and the format is MT940. Okay, now you can say, okay, if we have such kind of external transaction type, banks didn't tell us. No, we have to ask bank, please give all the transaction type whatever you are using. So we tell to our system, we'll assign this transaction type in our system, and will map with some posting rules. So based on that it will work, right? So always whenever you are working on EBS configuration, you need to be connect with the bank, and you need to be ask all the bank these BTC codes. Once you have all these BTC codes, then this is a external business transaction type for you. Then you need to be do this configuration whatever we have discussed. So this is the bank statement. Now you can see a lot of lines are there, right? 2025, we call it tag, right? A lot of tags are there. And we have two type of bank statement format. One is structured, second is unstructured, right? So we have different kind of external transaction types in both cases anyways. So you can anyhow you have to be asked to bank such kind of things. But the main thing I'm trying to explain here, what does that means 2025? Okay, you need to be tell to system everything, right? Because then only system can process. So 20 means statement date, 25 means this account number, this 28C means this sequential number, okay, and statement number 60F opening balance, 61 is a statement line item, right? You will see in statement there are a lot of 61, like I want to transfer from outgoing to main account, incoming to main account, bank charges, commission, interest, etc., right? And then I have the closing balance. So in such kind of bank statements I will get from the bank, and I'll upload in my system. And based on this configuration whatever we have discussed, system will process this, and at the end system will generate the accounting entries, and this is the purpose at the end, right? So see here, this is the screen ff underscore 5. So we can just upload this, and whatever the structured you have structured and structured, you should select this right format from here, and you can upload the file and you can process it. Once it's processed, you can see the accounting entries, debit, credit, GL accounts, debit, GL account, credit, right? How it happens based on all these configuration whatever we have discussed, right? First, system has identified the external transaction type, then system go to the posting rules, then posting rules, from posting rules to accounting symbol, then from accounting symbol to GL account, and then we have the posting rules. Everything is mentioned, document type, posting keys, GL accounts. Then system has posted these documents. So now see here. Suppose we have the n number of statements. We need to be just upload it, and that's it. System will take care, and system will upload this statements, and system will generate the accounting entries. Now you can ask, okay, it could be possible that some external transactions type we have not configured in system. What will happen then? So once it's processed, so it could be possible it's failed, right? Yesterday we have seen the post processing rule. So in post processing, what we can do in FEBAN, we can go there and we can check what are the accounting entries are not posted, what transactions are failed, what statements are failed. Then we can correct it and we can reprocess it. Okay, so you can see these accounting entries has been generated, right? And if I'll go into this FBL3, and I can see these accounting entries. See, uh, such kind of process has reduced our work, right? So, and this is the manual. Okay, we can see the bank statement here. So just click here ff underscore 67 and click on overview. Once you will click on overview, you will come on this screen, and from this screen you can see the bank statements, how many bank statements we have processed. Okay, so that's it. I think from this configuration point of view we have seen everything. Let me see here in my documents. Okay, so we have done the configuration, we have read this configuration document, we have discussed on structured and unstructured EBS format as well. Okay, so this is the process actually today we have discussed about this EBS. Hope I think now it's clear to you, and if you have any doubts, might be you can comments, right? I'll try to be explain it more again, and might be I'll create a another video part 3, and I'll try to understand explain the few other things, right? That is advanced topics in EBS, like search string algorithm, how algorithm work, how system can clear the open items, and how we can use the string. So a lot of things are there, but yeah, this is the base configurations for EBS which we have explained today. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching this. Thank